High above the sleepy village, past clouds that looked like giant cotton candy, lived a tiny fairy named Elara. Elara was no ordinary fairy. She had sparkling silver wings that twinkled like stars, and a job that was both magical and a little bit funny. She collected moon smiles. Every night, as the moon slowly rose into the sky, Elara would stretch her glittery wings and prepare her golden net. The moon, a cheerful, slightly mischievous old fellow, loved to laugh, and whenever children laughed in their sleep, whispered a silly wish, or dreamt of strange things like a hamster driving a car, the moon would smile. These were not ordinary smiles. They were bright, sparkling bubbles of light that floated gently in the air, glowing like tiny lanterns. Only Elara could see them. "Here we go!" Elara would squeak as she zoomed after the first floating smile of the night. Sometimes the smiles were tricky. One would hide behind a cloud and pop out from the other side just to tease her. Another would stick to her nose, making her sneeze glitter everywhere. "Achoo! Glitter sneeze again!" she would giggle, spinning in circles as the smile bounced off her wings. Elara loved every moment of it. She had a crystal jar, small but enchanted, that could hold hundreds of moon smiles. But she was very careful. She never took too many, because she believed that the moon needed to keep smiling for the children below. She would chase smiles over mountains, forests, and rivers, sometimes tumbling upside down as she laughed, the stars twinkling around her like a shower of confetti. Once her jar was full, she flew back toward the earth. But she didn't just keep the moon smiles to herself. No, that would be selfish. She sprinkled them over sleepy towns, grumpy cats, tired parents, and even the occasional snoring giant who lived near the mountains. As the smiles landed, they popped into tiny giggles. A grumpy cat would suddenly chase its tail, a sleepy parent would laugh at a dropped sock, and even the snoring giant would roll over laughing, sending clouds of dust puffing into the air. One night, Elara found a particularly naughty moon smile. It bounced around like a tiny firework, darting between trees and hiding behind lampposts. She chased it for hours, twisting and twirling in the moonlight. Every time she thought she caught it, it would slip away and giggle at her. Finally, after a daring leap over a sleeping dog, she trapped it gently in her jar. "Got you!" she cheered, though the smile glimmered and shook as if still giggling. Elara's favorite part of her job was seeing how the moon smiles spread happiness. She once sprinkled a smile over a lonely little boy who had just moved to the village. The boy woke in the morning feeling cheerful for no reason, and he ran outside laughing and spinning in circles. The neighbors looked at him and couldn't help but smile themselves. "It's magic," Elara whispered from above, hiding behind a cloud as the moon winked at her. Even on her busiest nights, Elara never forgot to have fun. She would race fireflies, perform loop-de-loops in the sky, and sometimes play hide-and-seek with the stars. Once, a moon smile got stuck in her hair and wouldn't come out. She flew upside down, twirling like a top, trying to shake it free, until finally it popped out and shot toward a nearby mountain, exploding into a glittering giggle cloud. Elara fell onto a soft cloud, laughing so hard she nearly tumbled off. By the time dawn approached, the village below would be filled with happiness. Children woke up cheerful, even if they couldn't remember their dreams. Parents would laugh at small, silly things, like spilled milk or tangled hair, and even the animals seemed to hum a happier tune. All because a tiny fairy had spent her night collecting the moon's smiles. Finally, Elara would curl up on a silver cloud, exhausted but joyful. Her wings still shimmered with bits of glitter, and her jar of moon smiles glowed faintly. She yawned and whispered to the moon, "Tomorrow night, we'll collect more, okay?" The moon twinkled in agreement, and Elara drifted into a light, dreamy sleep, ready to wake up when the next magical night began. And so, every night, as long as children dreamed, laughed, and made silly wishes, Elara flew through the moonlit sky. She chased giggling moon smiles, tumbled through clouds, sprinkled joy across the land, and reminded everyone, even the grumpiest cat or the sleepiest giant, that a little laughter could brighten the world. For Alara, collecting moon smiles was not just a job. It was an adventure, a game, and a way to make the universe a happier, sillier, more magical place. One sparkling giggle at a time.